These videos claim that chaos is unfolding ahead of the elections in Côte d'Ivoire. Postponed mandates,
Je ne ferai pas 4 mandats.
Even a secret call between Macron and Ouattara.
Fais-les comprendre que ce sont mes ordres et tu dois les exécuter.
But how much of this is true? As Côte d'Ivoire heads towards its 2025 elections, mis and disinformation are spreading on different social media platforms.
Cette période électorale a amplifié la diffusion des fausses informations, des manipulations.
La désinformation vient de toutes les parties, même du parti présidentiel comme de l'opposition. Ça vient de tous les camps.
And it's shaping the Ivorian social media landscape ahead of the elections. At the center of the debate, Alassane Ouattara, Côte d'Ivoire's president since 2011. His candidacy sparked protest and accusations, mainly due to legal concerns over his attempt to run for a fourth term in office. This user on TikTok claims that the fourth mandate of Alassane Ouattara's candidacy was postponed.
Je ne ferai pas 4 mandats.
But this is false. The incumbent Ivorian president announced his candidacy in July.
Que j'ai décidé d'être candidat à l'élection présidentielle du 25 octobre 2025.
There are no credible media reports or official statements that the mandate was postponed. Ouattara is still competing, but his decision to run for a fourth term has been controversial for months. The controversy increased when several opposition candidates were excluded from competing in the elections. One user says it's unconstitutional. The current Ivorian constitution officially limits presidents to 2 terms in office. However, the constitution was reformed in 2016, resetting the clock. In 2020, the Constitutional Court ruled that the term count had been reset, allowing Ouattara to run for a 3rd term. Ouattara himself called this his first term under the new constitution. Using this logic, his candidacy this year would be his 2nd term under the new constitution. But the president's camp and opposition remain divided about it.
Il y a eu beaucoup de désinformation autour du 4e mandat, et jusqu'à aujourd'hui, les gens n'arrivent pas parce que c'est une question d'interprétation de la loi.
The Constitutional Council says Ouattara can run again. On social media, some users say he is eligible. Others say he's not.
Il y a une confusion qui a été créée et ça alimente la désinformation aussi autour du mandat.
For some, this is more than a legal debate. It's about power and external influence. This post claims to show a video call between French President Emmanuel Macron and Ouattara. Macron supposedly tells him to run for a 4th term.
Fais-les comprendre que ce sont mes ordres et tu dois les exécuter.
But it's fake.
C'est compris, mon boss.
A reverse image search shows that both clips come from completely unrelated official speeches by the 2 presidents. Macron's video is from his 2023 address on the pension reform. Ouattara's clip is from his 2020 New Year's speech. No credible media outlet has reported such an exchange between the 2 leaders. And an AI detection tool rated it 99.8% likely to be AI generated. Another sign it might be fake or manipulated. But if this call is fake, why does it matter? According to experts, it plays into a larger narrative that France allegedly pulls the strings in Ivorian politics. Over the past 5 years, several West African countries such as Mali, Burkina Faso or Ivory Coast have pushed out Western troops either through military juntas or formal government requests. This was seen as part of a broader move to reclaim sovereignty.
La Côte d'Ivoire est la cible, a commencé par les autorités. On voit que le président Ibrahim Traoré du Burkina Faso est en pointe dans ses critiques et les attaques contre la Côte d'Ivoire. Et donc, les relais, les partisans de ces présidents, donc particulièrement du président burkinabé, on va dire de manière générale de l'AES, donc diffusent régulièrement des contenus qui sont manipulés ou faux, trompeurs sur la Côte d'Ivoire. Plusieurs cas ont été documentés. Par exemple, donc c'est une guerre informationnelle maintenant entre la Côte d'Ivoire et ces pays de l'AES.
But several disinformation networks and users were spreading false claims that France hasn't withdrawn from Côte d'Ivoire. Ivory Coast is one of the last French-speaking countries still close to the West. President Ouattara is also seen as pro-Western. Pan-Africanist and pro-Russian groups, therefore, seem to be using disinformation to discredit leaders like Ouattara.
C'est comme si les palabres entre les blocs de l'Est et de l'Ouest, les palabres des Occidentaux et la Russie se déversent sur le continent. puisque ces pays seraient aujourd'hui de la Russie et que la Côte d'Ivoire est présentée comme l'ami de la France et des Européens. Donc, c'est comme s'ils veulent déporter et ils veulent que la Côte d'Ivoire tombe dans le camp de la Russie.
Another example is this video showing 3 children holding their Ivorian national identity cards on TikTok and Facebook. Some users claim it proves electoral fraud ahead of the October 25 presidential election. But that's false. The Ivorian law is clear. Citizens must be at least 18 years old and registered on the electoral roll to vote. Minors in Côte d'Ivoire can legally hold a national identity card from age 5, as permitted by a 2019 law. However, only citizens aged 18 or older who enjoy their civil and political rights and are registered on the electoral roll can vote using either a national identity card or a voter card.
Ça peut aller plus loin, comme je le disais, discréditer les institutions électorales, les autorités par rapport à leur légitimité et globalement le scrutin.
When it comes to elections, it helps to check the facts before sharing them. What kind of disinformation about the elections in Côte d'Ivoire have you seen? Let us know in the comments.